Hello everyone, Tina here for Papertrey Inc. I hope your day's going fantastic. Thanks so much for joining me. Today we're going to create a super fun birthday card. We're going to go with pinks, so I would call it a birthday card for a girl. We're going to do a little foiling, a little die cutting, and lots of layering. We're going to be using the End Stitches Cake Builder die set. This, we're not going to do any stitching today. We're actually going to do some faux stitching, and it's really easy to do with a white gel pen. So we'll be using this on our card. For my background, we're going to do a little bit of layering with the Love to Layer Scalloped Oval die set. And then for my greeting, we're going to mix and match. I'm going to stamp the greeting here that says birthday. We'll die cut it out with a coordinating die. And then this is Big Sentiments birthday stamp set. So that's part of my greeting. And then the first part of my greeting, we're going to do a little hot foiling. So that's what we're going to do first. My hot foil machine is ready to go. I'm just going to bring it in, and we're also going to bring in some gold foil. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I'm going to go this way because this is the only thing that we're going to foil today. We're going to go ahead and grab some gold foil. I'm just going to trim down a small piece. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer because it's ready to go. We'll add a piece of foil right over the top. I'm going to bring in a piece of white cardstock. I'll add my sandwich, and we'll wait for that timer to stop flashing. I love that this has a coordinating die to cut it out. Okay, while that is heating up, I'm going to bring in my stamping positioner, and we're going to stamp birthday. I'm going to stamp birthday with my Hawaiian Shores ink, and we're going to actually do a two-tone. So we'll stamp this a couple times, and then I'm going to bring in some blueberry ink. We'll add a darker blue to the bottom of the birthday. So I just bring in this, I open up my ink pad, and I just slightly go over the bottom, and then I'll stamp it. I'm going to stamp it a few times just to get that nice impression with my Hawaiian Shores ink. And that is our birthday. Love that it has that two-tone. Okay, this is ready to go. So I'm going to run this through my die cut machine, and I will be right back. And all we do is we'll put this back in here, and we will take a look here. And it just foils beautifully. I love that. Okay, I have the coordinating dies to both of these. I'm going to cut out my happy birthday and my birthday. And then we're going to do a little bit more die cutting with our End Stitches Cake Builder. I die cut my birthday and my happy birthday. These are ready to go. I had actually die cut an extra birthday and stacked it together here. So we have a little bit of dimension to this birthday. We're going to put these to the side, and then as you can see, I already die cut out the elements from my Cake Builder die set. We're going to do a little ink blending on each of these elements, starting off with our Pale Peony cardstock. I'm going to bring in an ink. This is Berry Sorbet. I'm going to bring in a blending brush, and we're going to add some color to the very bottom of this piece here. Pick up some ink, and we're going to add it to the very bottom. I'm going to go up about midpoint because I am going to add a border at the very bottom of this cake. There we go. Okay, after we have this done, I'm going to add a little bit of ink to our flowers that are in our die set. Now this is a layering die set, and what we're going to do is flip-flop. So we have the base here. I have Pale Peony, and then I also have Berry Sorbet. We're going to flip the top layer on each of these, but I do want to add a little color to the very bottom of these also. Okay, and then to make our flower, all we do is bring in a small foam square. I'm going to put it behind our top layer. We just remove the release paper here. And then this will layer perfectly right over the existing one. And that is our pretty flower. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to add a little icing here to our cake, but I do want to add a little extra color to this. So I'm bringing back my Blueberry Sky ink, and we're going to add a little color just to the very bottom. I love Hawaiian Shores and Blueberry Skies together. I love the color that it creates. We'll just go over the bottom. And that's all there is to this. We'll put this to the side. And now we're going to add a little bit of New Leaf ink to our... So we have a little color to those leaves. We'll put these to the side. And then we have our cake plate. And then we also have our candle flames. I'm going to clean off my work surface and we're going to add a little ink. This is Summer Sunrise to our birthday cake plate. Today we're making 3 candles. And what I'm going to do is bring in a marker. And I'm going to add some diagonal stripes right over the polka dot stripes that are on our candle here. And at this last candle we're going to keep white. Now to create a floating candle, I'm going to bring in a piece of acetate. To create the floating effect, it's really easy. I have a piece of acetate here. And all I'm going to do is trim down some really thin strips. I'm going to trim down 3. And then I'll flip over all 3 of my candles. We'll add some glue behind those candles. We're going to take each one of these strips. I'm actually going to trim it. They were a little bit too long. And I'm going to add this strip right behind my candle. So about 1/8 of an inch is showing. So you can see we have a piece of acetate behind there. It's kind of hard to see on camera. And this one too. Okay, now we're going to add a dot of glue to each one of our candles. And then we can add our candle flame right over the top. So much fun, and it looks really pretty on a card. Now let's make our cake. What we're going to do is do some layering. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to flip it over, we're going to put foam tape behind here, and then I'm going to tack it at the very, this one actually, I'm going to tack this at the very top. Now once we have this adhered, I'm going to add a little bit of glue at the base of my cake here, and then we're going to add our cake piece right over that plate, like so. And then I did put foam tape behind our little frosting piece. This is going to go at the very bottom. Now we have our little swirly. This is going to go at the very top of our cake. So I'm just going to add a few dots of glue. And then we can tack this down at the very top of the cake. Wonderful. Now before we add our flowers and our candles, what we're going to do next is bring in a white gel pen. Okay, and then I'm going to do some faux stitching right over those polka dots. And it looks just like real stitching. And that is our faux stitching. It looks just like we stitched it. Okay, I'm going to add glue to the very bottom of each of my candles. I'm going to put the white one in the middle. And then we're going to layer them behind our cake. And there is our fabulous birthday cake with the floating candles. Okay, I'm going to take my birthday and I'm going to pop it up. I'm going to anchor it on the very bottom of my frosting, and then I'm going to add some foam tape behind here. Went ahead and placed my birthday right at the very bottom. Okay, now with our foiled happy birthday, I'm going to do a little bit of surgery here. I'm going to cut off right at the Y here, and then I'm going to add some adhesive right over the birthday. And what we're going to do is do a little tucking with this directly behind our cake. We'll add that to the very top, and so we have a little bit of shine there. And then our birthday cake is good to go. I'm bringing in our Love to Layer die set, and we're going to die cut out some circle backgrounds. I have white cardstock, and I have some of our pale peony. We're going to die cut out a pink oval and then a white oval. I'm going to do that, and I will be right back. I'm going to take my pale peony oval. We're going to layer it together right over the white one. And then I had taken a piece of my Hawaiian Shores cardstock and put it directly on an A2 size card base. I thought a colorful background would be really nice. We're going to layer this directly right. We're going to layer this right in the middle of our card. Next, we're going to take our happy birthday and we're going to layer this. I'm going to layer it kind of at an angle because I think it's going to give me a little playful look. We'll tack this down. And then lastly, I'm bringing in some confetti. This is some moonshine. And then I'm bringing in some of my diamond stickles, and we're going to add a little flicker to these flames with a little bit of glitter. And that finishes my card today. Hope you enjoyed my project. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.